All right, everyone. Month has started. A new month has dawned upon us, actually. Let's take a look at this right here. And all right, let's take a look at gold here first. Let's see the daily. Let's start with the weekly. Weekly has basically pushed up. Bullish, really bullish. If you look to the left-hand side, we broke up above 2070. We're trying to get up to the same highs that we did back in January. In January, was it? In January. No, sorry, December at 2134. But anyway, let's take a look on the daily over here. Looking at the daily, you can see previous daily candle, 1, 2, 3 candles moved all the way up. We have around, like, they moved about 580 pips at this point. So whenever price moves up this much, there's a probability there's going to be some sort of a retracement for the continued momentum up. Plus also, we got elections coming up. So the fear of elections, it may prop up price of gold as well. But like, this week we have NFP, so we'll see what happens. Now, looking on the 4-hour time frame, it's very easy to see that we are creating some sort of a support here, right? We got a support formed at this point, and there's probably some sort of a resistance formed up over here as well. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. Looking at the 1 hour now, things are much more clear a little bit. We can clearly see that there is actually a support and there is actually a resistance on the 1 hour time frame. Now, when I draw these zones, I don't have a specific width in mind by which I'm going to draw these zones. It's just like, maybe ballparking it so it looks nicer actually. Let's see, this is a 59, 60 pip range. Let's drop down to the 30-minute time frame. Now looking at the 30-minute, we have some more information. Obviously, we can now adjust our resistance. We have our support. This is a range, but it's a very messy range. I'm not going to say it's a good range. It's actually not that clean. But what I do know is that if we do break below, let's say 2079 or even 2080, there's I'd say like a 56 pip range for price to move down to the next 30-minute candle where we started. Looking out on the 15-minute time frame, yeah, I would wanna kind of I would wanna wait here. I mean, I'm trying to find a zone, a tradable zone between this range. Even if you bring this resistance up at 2088, I'm trying to find a tradable zone because this is a 83 pip range. And if we take a look at in more detail somewhere here on the 15-minute, we can see that maybe a break above this resistance, 2083, is a 15 pip range here till 2085. Above this area, it's a 23 pip range above, 2085. So we'll see. Ideally, what I would want to see is, let's look at the 30-minute time frame. Ideally, what I want to see is price breaking close below 2080, 2079, and then continue to push down, or create a strong bullish candle around pre-London, indicating that now pre-London can continue to push up. Because we got these rejection areas within this big range. So the only thing that's going to push price beyond through these rejection areas is going to be volume, right? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how price action sets itself up. I mean, if a strong bullish candle can form here or even somewhere over here, and then the volume from pre-London can push it up, that's going to be great. Let's take a look at pound yen. Period separators. Okay, there we go. All right, let's take a look on the daily. And daily is a sort of like a mess at this point. Not a whole lot of mess, but we do have some sort of support being created on daily time frame. So, I mean, yeah, we'll see. At the same time, we also have this resistance formed up over here. So let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we have some more information. Obviously, we have a support down here at the bottom, and at the same time, since now we're looking at more detail, we have another support right over here on the 4-hour, right? And now, just as we have this resistance on the 4-hour, this resistance can be over here as well, right? So now, if we do break above, let's say 190, 300, you have a 50 pip range for price to move up to 190,800. Right? So that's a much better price action scenario than gold here today, right? So let's copy this over to the bottom. There we go. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. And yeah, we're just consolidating now on the 1 hour time frame. Let's measure this range. This is a 52 pip range, man. Big range. Even on the 30-minute, yeah, this is a very solid resistance over here. So if we do break above 190, 280, look at this. You got like a 44, 45 pip range over here, right? Awesome. Now, looking at it from a selling perspective, I would want to see. Now, ideally, we are actually creating some sort of, where's my rectangle? There. We are creating some sort of a support here, right? And if we did have one, two, three, four, five candles that went up clean, we have to measure this move. So this was a 21 pip move. Okay, let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, 15-minute has that minor support over there. So we'll have to wait, actually, on pound yen, to wait for it to break above 190, 300 to continue pushing up. That's going to be the best case scenario. And for sells, if we have a strong close below 190, 130, 190, 120, then volume from pre-London, we can expect it to continue pushing down, even though we have this minor support on the 15-minute time frame. But when there's volume coming in on the 30-minute time frame, which is a strong confirmation time frame than the 15-minute time frame, then there's a very big probability with volume we can bust down that support on the 15-minute and continue till 189, 900. So we'll have to wait. So far on gold and pound yen, the price action hasn't really developed itself where we can say that now it's a good time to take a trade. So we got to wait for price action to kind of develop and mature a little bit as we move into sessions. So we're probably going to see you guys later. Take care and be safe.